We could have voluntarily decided that, look, we're gonna go into back rooms like they used to and smoke cigars and pick the candidate that way. Bruce Spiva, lawyer for the DNC. It's undemocratic. It favors the party elite, high party office holders within the Democratic hierarchy, but also congresspeople who get one superdelegate. One vote in real terms is equal to 10,000 average American voters in a Democratic primary if you map it out mathematically. It is ironic that the Democratic Party would use such an undemocratic system factored into their sort of party politics. Patrick Henningsen. And then you start thinking, how can they top this? How can they top all the things that they're doing? How can they go out of their way to violate voter rules and get away with it? Then you have California.
Does your vote count? For more than 400 voters in last November's election, the answer is no. The Sacramento County Registrar's Office found their ballots locked away in a warehouse. In the pink or in the red. For more than 400 Sacramento County voters, that color makes a difference.
At this point, legally, the code does not allow me to open those ballots.
Jill Levine is the Sacramento County Registrar of Voters. She tells KCRA3 that so many mail-in ballots came into one polling place last November, that pink bag, which holds the ballots, was overflowing.
Both the supply van driver and the inspector both insisted that they told the ballot transporters. And so somewhere between them telling the people bringing the ballots back and us receiving them, the communication broke down.
That red bag didn't end up with the pink ballot bags. In fact, it ended up in a county warehouse where it remained locked until it was opened last week.
This should never have happened in the first place.
Inside were 407 pink envelopes, ballots from all around the county.
I was disappointed.
Kim Alexander's with the California Voter Foundation. She says streamlining mail-in ballot procedures would curb these problems.
We have to make sure that the procedures that are followed across the state are more standardized.
Levine says they've searched through every single bag to make sure no other ballots fell through the cracks.
There's a lot of lessons learned here, and I can tell you we are looking at our procedures.
So here's the deal. Those voters will go on record as having voted, but they may never know if their vote is in one of those pink envelopes.
And then there were states like West Virginia, where in every single district, Bernie Sanders won, yet only 2 superdelegates would go to Bernie Sanders. And then at the convention, Bernie Sanders would have the state stolen from him. My next interview is with Josephine Perulli and Jim Boydston. Let's talk about the shredding of the ballots. You guys seen a truck outside of a ballot place?
We were observing them processing the ballots, and then one day when we went, because we went every day regularly, one day that we went, there was a shredder truck parked out in front.
And it on the sides of it, it said Southern California Shredding.
I'm worried about them whiting out the ballots too, because we observed them whiting out the ballots in San Diego. All the bubbles that had Bernie's name filled in, they were whited out. And when we asked George, one of the supervisors there, about it, he said, oh, those people were not properly registered in a proper party to vote for Bernie. And then when we asked him, well, did you notify all those people? He said no. And I thought, well, how are they going to know then? How did they know if their vote counted? Unlike in Arizona or New York, Arizona was the one where parties' registration were changed and people were able to find out that their party registration was changed. They got smart in California. They just gave you a provisional ballot. We observed them giving a provisional ballot at all the precincts like they were lollipops. And then when we watched them process the ballots, we saw them whiting out. And they told us that whiting out a ballot is not altering.
And Michael Vu is still the San Diego Registrar of Voters.
And he was the one that was it Ohio?
Yeah, he was the one that was forced to resign in Ohio because of the election fraud that occurred there in 2004. And so San Diego County Board of Supervisors hired him and gave him a raise.
Well, for this upcoming election, we have 572 voting precincts. And of that 572, we have approximately 2,500 poll workers that we recruit for.
crossover ballots, they were telling us that we had to request crossover ballots here in San Diego.
I'm pretty sure that had it not been for election fraud in California, Bernie would have taken
Absolutely.
California.